The elders warned us. Some stories are not meant for daylight. Tonight, we listen to the whispers of the ancestors. It is said that in every African village there are rules children learn before they even start walking properly. Rules that seem simple, almost foolish, until the consequences catch up with you. One rule stands above all others. Never go into the forest after sunset. The elders always said it. Mothers whispered it as they tucked you into bed. Fathers reminded you as they locked the compound gate. And children remembered. Because we learned early, the forest after dark was not for the living. But I, like most children, thought I was brave. I thought I was clever. That one evening, I would learn just how foolish that was. It started with a dare. My friends, braver or perhaps more foolish than I, dared me to follow the path that led to the old baobab tree at the edge of the forest. Everyone in the village knew the tree, twisted, ancient, with roots that snaked into the earth like fingers. Stories said the tree marked the place where the forest spirits began. I hesitated. My heart drummed in my chest like a warning drum, but my pride, my need to prove I wasn't afraid, pushed me forward. The sun had long dipped below the horizon when I stepped into the shadows of the trees. The air smelled different here, damp, earthy, tinged with something faintly sweet, like the scent of decaying flowers. The forest was quiet, too quiet. Only the occasional rustle of leaves reminded me that life existed beyond my fear. And then I heard it, a soft whisper. It wasn't the wind, it wasn't a bird, it was a voice, faint but distinct, like a breath right behind my ear. "Child, why are you here?" I froze. My friend's laughter had long faded, leaving me alone. My legs felt like roots, unable to move. The whisper came again, closer this time, curling around the tree trunks like smoke. "The elders warned you." The words echoed in my mind, and I finally remembered the rule. Every African child knew it. Break it, and you don't come back. I wanted to run, but my feet refused. Shadows seemed to stretch and twist, moving independent of the trees. Shapes appeared at the corners of my vision, thin, elongated, faceless figures, just beyond the reach of the dim moonlight. They whispered in voices I could not understand, but their intent was clear. I had crossed a line I was never meant to cross. Panic finally overtook me. I ran blindly, branches slapping my face, roots tangling my feet. Every turn I took seemed to lead me deeper into the forest. The path home vanished, replaced by endless shadows and whispers that grew louder with each heartbeat. And then I saw it. The eyes, hundreds of them, faintly glowing, scattered across the darkness. They watched me, not with malice exactly, but with a patient, knowing hunger. I recognized the shapes now. They were the spirits of every child who had broken the rule before me. Their faces, hidden beneath veils of darkness, whispered warnings I could no longer understand. A hand, or what I thought was a hand, reached out, Cold, invisible, it brushed against my shoulder. I screamed, stumbling, falling into the roots of the ancient baobab. I pressed my palms against the dirt, praying to the ancestors I had always ignored. Then the whispers stopped. Silence swallowed the forest. I opened my eyes to see the faint outline of the village in the distance. Somehow I had returned. Somehow I had broken through the forest without joining the shadows. But I was different. The elders would say I had looked death in the face. I would never forget what I had seen. When I returned, my friends were laughing, unaware of what had nearly claimed me. I tried to warn them, but no one believed. It is the way of children, brave, foolish, untouchable. But I knew better now. Every African child knows the rule. Never go into the forest after sunset. Break it and you don't come back. I never did again. And every night, when the wind rustles the leaves or the shadows shift just out of sight, I hear them, the whispers of those who didn't come back. They remind me that some rules are older than any of us, older than the village itself, and that the forest does not forget. So, if you are a child of this land, or if you are just a wanderer drawn to curiosity, remember the rule, respect it, and when the elders warn you, listen. Some stories are not meant for daylight. Some whispers are meant to be feared. Because once you cross that line, the forest never lets you go. And now you know, the forest waits for the children who forget the rules. Will you listen, or will you become one of the whispers?